Hello my lovelies, my name is Maddie and welcome to the Madcrafter 101. So for most places around the world it is heating up because it's spring, which where I live that pretty much means summer. Anyway, if you've gone to your local dollar store or Walmart, you've probably noticed that they have flip-flops for $1. You know what that means? That means they're probably gonna break in about 3 days. And also that they're not that cute. Well, lucky for you, you clicked on my video and I'm going to show you 3 different ways to style your own flip-flops. If you're on Pinterest a lot, you've probably seen a lot of these, and I'm just going to show you some simple ways that I figured out how to do them, and I'm super excited, so let's begin. Don't forget to like this video. Okay, bye. Okay, for this first pair of flip-flops, you'll need some flip-flops, obviously, a hot glue gun, and you'll need some flowers. Okay, now the first thing you want to do is kind of line up all the flowers in any kind of arrangement you want. And once you do that, you just want to cut the stems off, just like that. And you should be left with this little green piece. You just want to take that off and cut the rest of the stem off. If you haven't already, start warming up your hot glue gun, and you can use that to just kind of stick on the flowers. This is the easiest tutorial I have for today. It will go easy, medium, hard, and eventually you'll make it to the middle. This is where I put my big flower on, and you can choose to put it like this or kind of down in the middle. Either way it works. For the middle flower, I did not cut the stem off. And just like that, you are done. For the next one, you're gonna need some flip-flops and a hot glue gun again. You'll need a pair of scissors and some fabric. The first thing you're going to want to do is grab your flip-flops and take the straps, and you're going to want to cut them out. So I just pulled it through a little bit from the back and cut off the round parts. Next, you're going to want to grab your fabric. I had an old pair of leggings or tights, whatever, I just didn't like. So I'm going to use those, and I just cut one leg off of it. And what I'm going to do next is measure from the strap part. I'm going to measure that twice over. You want to use 2 times as long as it is. Next thing you're going to want to do is cut 5 strips out of that, and I would say about a little less than an inch thick. The next thing you want to do is grab your hot glue gun, and you can start gluing them together right at the top. If you don't have a hot glue gun or you don't like using hot glue, you can also hand sew it, or you can sew it with the sewing machine, anything you want really. Or you can just tie it. After that's done, you're going to want to put it somewhere where it won't move a lot. I put mine under a paint can, and you're going to want to stretch out all the fabric. Next, we're going to do a 5-strand braid, and it's pretty simple. What you're going to want to do is separate your strands into 2 sections, one having 3 strands and one having 2 strands. What you'll do is grab the outside strand and bring it in just like a normal braid, and then bring the inside over the middle. And now the middle piece will go over to 2 strands and join that. And you're going to want to do the same thing. And remember to always bring the outside piece in first. So outside around, and then the middle one over, and then take the middle one to the other section. And then put the outside over again. And just like that. So it should start to look something like this, and it's really pretty when you're all done. Once you've got it all done, you can tie a knot at the end and go ahead and shove it through this hole. And it might be kind of hard, so you might have to get like a pencil or something to shove it in there with, and you're going to want to do it with both ends of the fabric. And once you've got them both through, you can tie a knot, and then you can cut off the extra fabric. So this is what you've got so far. Now the rest of this is optional, but what I did was I got a little bit of fabric and went ahead and didn't braid it or anything, and just put it through the side holes right here, and then tied it again just so it could have something to hold on to. And then I did the other side, and this is what it looks like. This is what it will look like when it's all done, but I wanted to kind of add a little bit extra to it, so I went ahead and squeezed in the middle, and then I grabbed a piece of fabric and just tied those 2 pieces of fabric together. And then this is what it looks like. Alrighty, for this last tutorial, you're going to need a pair of flip-flops, some string, and a pair of scissors, and a clipboard. So you're going to want to do the same thing and take off the straps for the flip-flops. The next thing you're going to want to do is grab your string, and you're going to want to cut out 2 pieces of 33-inch strings. So this is how I cut it out. and then at the top there's a loop, and I just cut it, bam. And then go ahead and do that with all the other colors you have. I use 5 different colors for mine. Once you've got it all done, you're going to want to grab your string and put it through the front and tie it off in the back, just like this, so it doesn't go through. Don't pull too hard or it will go through. The next thing you want to do is to separate all of your colors, making one of each color on both sides. Now, making this is just like making a chevron bracelet. If you've never done that before, it's really simple. You just want to keep the order of your colors in the same order, and basically all you do is make kind of a 4 shape like I have shown here, and you just want to tie a knot going through like that, and then pull it tight. And you want to do 2 knots on every string, and then you go on to the next string. And then you want to do this all the way down until you get to your last color on that side. Once you've finished with the first side, you can go ahead and switch to the other side. And once again, you want to do a 4. I guess this way would be a normal looking 4. That's how I was explained to how to do it, but I don't know. So basically, get your string and put it around your finger like this, and pull it through, and pull it tight. 2 times on each string, and once you get to the middle, you can tie the 2 same colors together. You're going to want to continue doing that all the way until where the strap would split with the normal strap on there. So you can actually get your normal strap and see when you're finished. This is what it will start to look like, and all the strings should start to fall in place. Once you've gotten about 1 inch done, you should be able to measure from your other flip-flop or with the strap you have. So after that part is done, you're going to want to start doing the same kind of thing, only you're not going to be tying them in the middle. You're going to be going all the way through one side, just like this, and instead of meeting it in the middle, you're just going to keep going. You're not going to do the other side at all. You're just going to keep going on this, and eventually it will look something like this. Pretty nifty, pretty cool. And once you've got it about the length you need it, if you've measured from your strap, you can tie it from the bottom just like you did before, and make sure it doesn't go through when you pull it. Don't pull too hard, otherwise it will go through. And you can start doing that on the other side. And this is what it looks like in the end. Try it on, make sure it fits. You can loosen it up if you need to by untying and retying, and it's a really cute, cool friendship bracelet for your feet. Yes. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up like I said earlier, right down below. And don't forget to subscribe for videos just like this every single Friday. And don't forget, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just like the video, comment them down below because I love to get your comments. Also, if you have any suggestions for future DIYs, don't be afraid to comment those down below because I love creating things that you guys see in the store. For all of you watching who want to know the winners of my giveaway, and I think that's all, so I'll see you guys next week. Bye!